All right, the Atlanta Falcons are a mystery wrapped up in an enigma, packaged in a mystery right now, especially on the offensive side of the ball. I can't quite understand what's going on right now with the Atlanta Falcons, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to figure out exactly what's going on. And I'm going to tell you why things are going to change. I think both offensively and defensively for this team, it just makes sense. All the stats are pointing to something that we're not seeing. So buckle up your seatbelts, get ready, get your popcorn ready, because this season is about to take a big turn for the Falcons. You can tell me I'm wrong, do all you want, but what is your confidence level right now in the offense of this team? I'm just talking about the offense. We'll talk about the defense in this video as well, but what's your confidence level in the offense and specifically Michael Penix Jr.? There are some weird rumblings going on about this team and about Penix. I just want to put everything, just hold up, just chill for a second. We'll get into it. But before we get into all that, if you're new to this channel, my name's Craig. Me and my buddy Chris started this. We're Detroit Lions fans. I'm not going to lie about that, but we started this channel a few years ago because we love the NFL, especially teams that the national media just doesn't pay enough attention to. We want to be able to give you an honest opinion from a different fan base on what your team is doing well and not doing well. So we're going to talk about that right now and hopefully give you some stuff you didn't really know about. And hopefully that will help you. So if you like what we're doing, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Maybe even watch this video for a minute. And then if you like it, hit the subscribe button. So here's what we're looking at with this offense. It is very unique. Entering week 8, the Falcons boast a top 10 offense in multiple statistical categories. This is very interesting. They are number 4 in rushing yards per game, as they should be. All right. When you are number 4 in rush yards per game, that almost always equates to similar time of possession. Why wouldn't it? They are winning the time of possession. It is crazy to me how the number 4 team in the NFL has only a 4-minute time of possession advantage over the course of a game. Isn't that nuts? All right. They're holding the ball 2 minutes and 15 seconds above the median, which means they are 4 minutes and 30 seconds. On average, they hold the ball 4.5 minutes more than their opponent over a game. All right, they're number 6 in sacks allowed per pass rush or per pass. Number 7 in total yards per game at 364. That's good. All right, they are number 9 in third down efficiency. All this spells points. I just want to be clear on that. There's nothing in this. They're number 10 in passing yards per game. Look, if they were crazy in rush yards, time of possession, and even passing yards, but they were bad in third down efficiency, I would say, yup, they're going to struggle to score points. But they have all the things in the recipe. They have it all. It's in the cookbook. They're putting it in, and they're just putting the wrong temperature, I guess, in the oven. I don't know what that looks like, because when you look at it, the Falcons are 28th in points per game at 18.3 and 29th in red zone success. Okay, when you have guys like Bijan Robinson, Pitts, London, these are guys that should be red zone monsters, and you have all of them. All right, it should go well. So why isn't it? I think it is simply a matter of time, and they have the perfect opportunity with a game this week to show that it's the perfect time. They can build some confidence, and then they can continue on in their schedule and do something a little bit better. So when we look at their schedule coming up, all right, we know that they just struggled in an ugly game in a loss on Sunday night to the San Francisco 49ers. It was an ugly game. I'm not going to pretend like it's not. But let's look at what they have available to them. The Miami Dolphins this week. Coming in to Atlanta. If they put up another offensive blunder, all right, yeah, you can get worried. But isn't it amazing how the NFL changes? You beat Washington. Like, look at this team in general. You lose to Carolina, and you just get blown out, and you're like, what happened? You have zero confidence in your team. You're 1-2, and you're like, what's going on? Then you go beat Washington. You have a bye week. You beat Buffalo, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, we're one of the best teams in the NFL. And then you lose a stinker to San Francisco. Now you got Miami coming into town. It's time to take advantage. And then you have New England, who is 5-2, just for clarity. All right, they are a good football team. It's weird to say it, but they are. They are a good football team. They're 5-2. The Colts, it's weird to say it, they're 6-1. This looked like a 3-game stretch or a 5-game stretch at the beginning of the year. 6-game stretch. New York, New Orleans, Carolina, Indy, New England, Miami, where it's like, man, we could reel off 6 wins in a row right here. Like, we should be favored in every single one of these games. Well, NFL's crazy. Things have changed. But you have an opportunity against Miami to get yourself right. New England's a good football team. There's no doubt about that, but they're not there so much with the talent level. And I think what you're going to start to see is an Atlanta Falcons team that does 2 things. They are going to start giving up more points, and they are going to start scoring more points. So, no, I don't think all of a sudden the defense is going to stay the exact same, and then the offense is going to go from there. But even the defense right now, they're good, but they're not great. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm gonna let you see this on PFF. Overall, they're 20th. This is a grading metric on PFF. Okay, but I'm going to zoom back out. This is too close. All right, but their offense is actually graded at a higher level, 12th in the NFL, almost a top 3rd team, and their defense is a bottom 3rd team. They've scored 110 points. Now, they're one of a few teams to have a bye week, so they're 30th. They're not actually 30th. And the points allowed, they're 3rd. Well, it would be 140 if they didn't have a bye week. So they're giving up 20 points a game, exactly 20 points a game. And that's not bad. That's pretty good. I would imagine through the rest of the year, they end up giving up closer to 23 or 24 points a game going forward, maybe 21, 22. But I think they're going to start averaging closer to 24. I think what you're going to see now is a team that's going to start putting up more points because the recipe's there. It's just the execution. And I think this is what we forget. Yes, Michael Penix started like 40 games or 50 games or whatever it was in college, and we've seen that work with other quarterbacks. Okay, Bo Nix, it worked right away. Great. Bo Nix went to Sean Payton. Right? Bo Nix went to Sean Payton. And we're like, oh, it's going to happen with Dylan Gabriel too. No, like it does not always translate large amounts of starts in college to I am ready in the NFL. This is a defensive coordinator first head coach, a defense first head coach. This is a young offensive coordinator that doesn't have a ton of experience calling plays. Let them work through it. Let's see what happens. I think it will only get better because there are weapons everywhere. All right. Hope you enjoy the stuff we're doing. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. I almost said hit the record button. That's my job. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more Falcons content and other teams around the NFL that aren't talked about all the time on the ESPN. All right. I don't know why I just did the water boy right there. All right. That was weird. See you later.